Hi, it's Guy Arnold here, author of Sales Through Service and Great or Poor, and Stephen Covey consultant. This is a brief video, about 2 minutes, about agreeing to disagree agreeably, the most powerful tool in your handbag of communication tools, as enumerated in Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The reason for publishing this video is a client just asked me, how do I do this no deal? How can I get to no deal? What words can I use so that I've always got it and I feel confident in using it? So here we go. First of all, the background to no deal. The ideal communication situation is win-win. Okay? So where you are here and they, the other person, are here, you win and they win. You get your result with them, they feel good about it, you have a good relationship. And remember what the real win is. The real win is about the long-term relationship, the working together, and the synergy. Okay? It's not about getting your stuff now. Please remember that. This is not football. This is proper win-win. This is proper life. This is proper success. The real win is the relationship, the synergy, the ongoing commitment to excellence and improvement. What happens if, on the other hand, you get a win at their expense? You win, they lose. Well, of course, the relationship and the synergy goes out the window, and you end up over the long term with a lose-lose. On the other hand, what about if they get a win and you lose? So they win, you lose. You get a lose-win. Ideal, again, of course, that goes out the window. No win-win. You get fed up, you get annoyed, you get frustrated, and they start walking all over you. Lose-lose. How does this work with your boss? What happens if your boss wins and you lose? You get frustrated, you get demotivated, disempowered, you both get poor results. What about your customer? What happens if you win and your customer loses? Well, your customer will find someone else. What happens if your customer wins and you lose? You'll go out of business. You can't keep servicing a customer on a lose-win basis. What about a subordinate? What happens if you win, they lose? They'll hate you. They will not be aligned to your needs and not want you to succeed and everything else like that. What happens if they win, you lose? You're a weak boss. You're an idiot. You're a pushover. So it's got to be win-win. In all situations, it's always win-win. But can you always get to win-win? Can you always achieve win-win? Could Nelson Mandela immediately achieve win-win with the apartheid regime in South Africa? Of course not. Win-win can take an awful long time. In Nelson Mandela's case, it took 27 years. So what do you do in the meantime? Do you go win-lose? Do you start fighting everybody and creating a war? Do you go lose-win? Or you just get fed up and just stressed and frustrated? No, of course not. Because those are lose-loses. Do you go for a compromise? Well, you know, I'll give you half if you give me half. What about in South Africa if they went for compromise? Tell you what, if you promise to repeal the past laws, then we won't try and get the vote. Rubbish. Compromises are lose-lose. Both parties are not getting a sustainable outcome. You're not building a relationship. You're not getting synergy. Compromises are not synergy. It's lose-lose. Do not go for a compromise. Stick to your principles. How do you stick to your principles when you just want win-win, but it's going to be really hard to get? You're dealing with someone who's intransigent and difficult to do. And the answer to that question is your no deal. You have this no deal. It's like this tool you pull out of your belt whenever you need it. No deal. You go no deal. Okay. No deal. No deal is where you agree to don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. No deal is where you agree to disagree agreeably. And you use words with the other person like, looks like we can't agree on this. Shall we keep talking over the long term until we can find a way we can move forward constructively on it? The official term to use here is you would agree to disagree agreeably and say, looks like we disagree. Would you be willing to talk with me about this until we can find a solution we are both happy with? What's a solution we're both happy with? It's win-win. Of course it is. But sometimes these sort of words can get a bit management speaky. We don't want them. You know, it says more things like, gosh, that's a real problem. Don't know what the solution is. It's best not to compromise because it's really important to get it right. Let's think about it a bit further and meet again next week. Or, wow, looks like we don't agree on that. we need to listen to each other more and find out each other's opinions more and work together. gosh, or you can use, that sounds like that's something we can't deal with, sounds like that's something we don't know the solution to. Let's try and find some facts, let's measure some things, let's gather some data, and then get together again and try and solve it then. So the no deal is actually win-win because you're working together constructively anyway. So it is win-win. No deal is win-win. Okay, but the way you do it is up to you. It's absolutely the key critical test of your skill, your ability to put your words out in a win-win way. Something's going to go something like, "Gosh, looks like we can't solve this or we can't agree about it." That's the first step. Second step is, let's do something. Let's speak to people, let's meet again, let's consider it further, let's find some data, let's ask for some help, let's see other people's opinions, let's ask our customers, that'd be a good one. Let's do something. That's the second step. Take some action, keep the door open, don't argue, keep working together. Let's do something. Third step, until. Really, really important word. Until, not if, or in the hope that we might, or anything other and silly like that. It's always until. Let's keep talking, let's meet again until we can find a solution that we are both happy with. Win-win. Hope that helps. Give us a shout if you need some personal help on that from us or our associates. Thank you.